That's like the best song at Smash Brothers, guys. I'm on here tonight. Like I said before, this is all therapeutic to me, and I hope it's therapeutic to you and your knowledgeable self. Please understand who you're watching. Please remove yourself if you're part of the general masses of asses. Most of you should not be watching my videos. So, today's topic will be about millennials don't know what a biological woman is. And also, I'm going to post here, always be upfront. Always be upfront. Always be upfront. If you're not a biological woman, okay, be upfront, okay. Upfront. Alright, okay. There we go. Alright, okay, so that's what the topic is going to be about. I'm going to put it together. You see the capitalizations, okay. So, in these days, there are lots of people who don't know what a biological woman is. Alright? And it's sad. It's very, very sad that it comes to a time when people want to transform themselves into a cat, a monkey, or a bear, okay, or a tree, or marry trees or something like that. It's phenomenal, okay? It's outrageous. It's crazy, right? But you know why that occurs, right? I hope you understand the pathology of why. Because the mothers aren't strong enough to keep their children in check. So that they disband the fathers, so all these problems don't occur, mostly in white liberals. As Malcolm X said it. He said it a long time ago. The most dangerous foe in America is white liberals, right? But a biological woman is someone who is born with a vagina. Alright? And what happens is that a lot of people get confused because some of the parents, predominantly more Caucasian, is teaching children and people, other people, because they're the majority, okay? Because blacks don't have nothing to do with that shit, okay? They don't get involved in that. We know what a male is and we would know what a female is. But white women, as we already know, that have a history of form of manipulation than anything else, teaching their children that they can be whatever they want to be. Right? It starts off with them. It doesn't start nowhere else. And then the men who have these type of mothers, okay, teach these sons on, okay, what a real woman is. And they don't even teach them what a real woman is. As a matter of fact, they just don't. It's kind of a sad thing. Alright? If you're born with the vagina, then you are a woman, right? But there are people, lots of people who don't know what that is. They don't know, they haven't taken science class. They didn't really watch, they didn't listen too much. Because they were told by their mothers, okay, that's not real. That's not how you describe a woman, okay, right? Because 9 times out of 10, most people, when they think of a woman who's brainwashed, who's most likely to be brainwashed, they're going to think it's a feeling. It's not a fact, okay? It's a feeling. They're going to think it's a fact because they're all in their feelings. But I want to tell you something here now. I've encountered a hermaphrodite before. Alright? A hermaphrodite is, you know what the white man terms it as. They call them as the third sexes or the fourth sexes. But they say it's an abnormality. Okay? I believe that there's more than 2 sexes. Yes. Scientifically, there are more than 2 sexes. Yes, there is. But they're born with these things. There are women who have both the male and female genitalia. Yes, there is. There is more than 2 sexes, people. Do your research. Study genetics. Study the science. The white man or the white scientist will call it an abnormality. And it's really not, okay, because that's what they come up with, okay. There's always a scientific bias when it comes down to that. Maybe a small percentage of people are like this, born with 2 vaginas and born with 2 penises. But they do exist. What do you call them, people? Different types of sexes, right? You know what I think the cure would be from all of this confusion? Is just make a bathroom not labeled a bathroom and just give them a key so they can use it. So we won't have to worry about actual men going into women's bathrooms, right? I think that would be a good thing. You know, if you're in a business or something like that, it don't need to be labeled as men and women, okay? Right? There could be 4 bathrooms. They all have a key, and we just dispute that completely clear. You don't have to worry about that no more. That's gone. Okay, if that man and the she-man wants to use the bathroom, let him use the bathroom. Like if you go to the gas station, there's no label saying man and woman on there. Just make multitudes of bathrooms with no labels on it. This bathroom is for the mothers with children, okay, which is pretty clean, okay. And then there's those the bathrooms, which is just basic, okay. But let me tell you something. If you are a hermaphrodite or any of a he, she, or two vaginas or two penises, always be upfront on what you have. I encountered a hermaphrodite one time before. I remember one time I met this dark-skinned chick. She was a female on the top of her body. She had her breasts and everything else. Everything was fine, right? It was fine. Next thing you know, I took her to my place because she told me she wasn't a virgin, so I had some other things to do with her, like strap on and stuff like that. You know, she was going to give me some money for it. And I have the lights on and stuff, right? So I'm pulling down everything, and she's all shiny. I oiled her body up and everything, right? And what I could have come to find out, that she had some bright orange panties because she was ready. She was hot and ready, baby. She was hot and ready. So as I go downstairs to see what's I'm going to be working with my hands, okay? Because I work with my hands. I have magic hands, baby. I make all women come. I know how to make them come. This is adult shit right here. But anyway, she wanted to serve my purpose to get paid because I work on getting paid. I don't mess with women who don't have any services with me. I don't do that. I'm old school, baby. I'm the real McCoy. I told you this before. All right, the real pimps out there make about $30,000 a month on selling women. I don't do that type of stuff. I usually say, this is what I'm going to do to you, and you're going to pay me if I get it right the first time, right? You're going to get a taste, right? You're going to get a taste, because I know what I'm doing, right? You say, yeah, you ain't going to say I'm all right. You're going to say, yeah, he's this shit, because you're going to tell your girlfriends that shit, right? So I lay her on her back, right? Next thing you know, I'm shining her body up, and I saw a bulge. She had bright orange panties on. Thank you for liking the stream, Green Prime XX. If you got any comments or questions down there, put it down below. Right? If you got any comments, questions, you can't join the live unless you subscribe, or I know you personally in my inbox or some shit like that, because I don't trust people on here, because people are a lot of trolls. So I lay her on her back and I shine her body up and stuff, right? And I'm looking down. I saw a bulge, man. I saw a bulge. She was small with a big bulge, okay? And I'm like, what the hell? Has she got an infection or some shit? So I started talking to her. I said, hey, you have a bulge down there? What's the matter? What's the problem? Play your game. And there's my daughter just acting crazy. Say, hello, I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. But anyway, so I'm going down here and stuff, and I'm like an inspector and shit, like Dr. Phil or some shit. Well, you know, Dr. Phil is not really a doctor because Oprah made him. But other than that, I'm going down and I'm pull back the panties, okay, right? And then next thing you know, she had a penis overlapping her vagina, man. I was like, oh, no. And then I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Right? What am I supposed to do with this? I'm not going to get paid that much, okay, for all these services I'm about to do. And then I asked her, I said, what is this? Okay? And I thought she was a female. And she was like, you don't like me no more? And she just kind of like skipped my question. And I said, well, she said she was born like this. Okay? And then I was like, yo, okay, why didn't you tell me beforehand? And this is the point of my video too here. If you know downstairs that you are not biological means starting off with, not being corrupt by your parent, that you have that down there, you better be telling people. Don't just let them do that because they can kill you. You don't know if I was an evil psychopath. There's good psychopaths and good psychopaths. And I'm a good one. But when I laid her on her back and I saw that bulge, I looked at it and I was expecting it. And I was like, I used to be a personal care aide. So anyway, I touched it and moved it around and stuff. And I was like, this thing was long, so she could just go fuck herself, okay? She could fuck herself with the goddamn thing. She said, what do you think about it? I said, it's very peculiar. Well, only one time I encountered this, guys. She was super beautiful. And I said, hey, we can keep in touch. She just felt uncomfortable. I said, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. And I said, okay, I understand. We could be cool, okay? But that was just strange because she didn't need me to touch her. She could just fuck herself, right? She could just fuck herself. And I did not experience that before. It was my first time. Okay? So when I saw this, okay, I was like, yo, I don't need to do anything else. See, what happens is that the penis was overlapping the vagina, right? And she had a vagina, and I checked it, but she had a connection of the balls on top of the vagina. Okay, right? And then I was like, yo, I never saw this before. This is not scientifically anywhere. I've never seen this before. But in long story short, pretty much it didn't go no further than that anyway. As we became friends, we hugged and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, you pretty fine. I know you can pick up a lot of guys, but be careful, I told her. But we kept in touch for a little bit, and then we lost touch. But if you are a biological hermaphrodite, I will repeat again, a hermaphrodite, it could be a male or female looking type of guy or woman who has both female and male genitalia. You have to basically tell the truth. Don't go to any man somewhere and he finds that out, because he could snap. He could just literally snap. He might not be the right person. He might not be in his right mind. Same thing if you're a transvestite, hermaphrodite, or it doesn't matter. Just tell him the truth. Don't lie. Because I don't care how you changed it down there. I don't care about your surgery. Just tell him what you were born with and what you did. Tell him everything. Stop hiding stuff. You can get yourself hurt like that, okay? Don't tell lies. Other than that, I was talking for 11 minutes, but that's all I really wanted to say. I made this video because I saw a video where this guy was confused with his own sex, and I was like, dude, okay? He didn't even know what a biological woman was. So I make this video for you guys who think that you're a woman. And I make this video for you women who think you're a man, okay? You know, no. You've been brainwashed by your parents or whoever your peers is. All right? Do the due diligence and understand and study what a biological male is, a biological female is, and what is a hermaphrodite. Other than that, I'm out of here because go average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. And I have 2 biological daughters. All right, okay. Other than that, you have a nice day. Peace.
Pizzeria.